Hey, shalom, shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, Elder Bishop, the Great Millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. And in this lesson, we're going to do pretty much like a herbal class, another herbal class, and this is going to be a response off of a comment from a brother. I'm gonna get his comment, and he asks about a certain issue. So let's go to that. Now, this video is not medical advice. Okay, this video is not medical advice. This is just this is for educational purposes only. I'm not telling anybody to, refuse medical, medical treatment for any doctor or anything like that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to treat you. I'm not here to prescribe you anything. I'm just going to show you about herbal medicine, traditional herbal medicine, and how it was used for different issues that we have in our modern times. They were used back when traditional medicine was the main plant medicine was the main, remedies that people went to, the main healthcare that people went to, before this modern age. And in this question, this is from the brother GMS Spiritual Power, Shalom, Shalom. And I'm finally getting into this, Salaki for, give me a second. Got something in my throat. Slacking for the, I didn't get to you as soon as possible. The spirit's on me now to get to, and then I wanted to actually pick up the herb and kind of show how to actually, address what what's going on. Okay, again, educational purposes only. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. Okay, so just read between the lines. All right, so the comment. This was a comment from the video I did about cayenne pepper. Okay, and how cayenne pepper can help you. All right, says Shalom, Yah, Bashima, Shai, Brakatah. What could I use for water retention? I'm trying herbal alternatives to go to the bathroom more often. Also, what is good for kidney and the liver health and healing? The water, which that's a lot. There's a lot going on in that, and it's not going to be. I'm really going to address the water retention, but really kind of address almost everything that you're asking about. But I'm not going to go super in detail because there's a lot of things you can't really just say, okay, this herb is good for that and then close the book. It's a lot deeper, but we'll try to surface level, and I feel that will be good. I kind of right when I got this question, the first herb that popped into my mind that's readily available, that pretty much anybody in the United States can actually go out and get. Okay, so let's deal with this. Let's deal with this question. Okay, I'm gonna deal pretty much with the water retention. Now you got to ask yourself, why are you retaining water? Right? Why are you retaining water? See, so when you're dealing with any type of water retention, what they call edema, right? It's a kidney issue. Okay, filtration. The kidney is going to filter. Okay, and if you're not using the bathroom, that means there's a breakdown in the kidney. Pretty much, there's more than likely there's some hardening within that kidney. Okay, there could be some infection. It could be almost a little bit of everything that's going on in that kidney that's stopping you from being able to filter the blood, filter water. Right? So what happens is you get water builds up into the body and it holds on to it. A lot of times it's mineral deficiencies. It's a whole host of things. But here's some herbal here's one herb that's readily available. We can go into more, and I'm gonna give you some strategies that can help you. And that herb, okay, is parsley. So I wanted to pick up some before, I did this lesson. This is parsley, right? Everybody's seen parsley, right? Everybody's seen parsley. All right, and most people just seen it, it's a culinary herb. But this also traditionally was used as a medicinal herb. Now, when you're dealing with any type of fluid retention, of course, that's directly, I'm thinking kidneys. The kidneys are not filtrating properly. The kidneys are backed up. So there's a blockage in the kidneys, okay? Inflammation, okay, mucus, it could be parasites, a hardening of what they call calcii crystals, which that goes into stones, right? So what do we want to do? Well, we want to bust open the kidney so it can start filtering fluids better, right? Because if you have water retention, that's going to cut off circulation. I mean, a whole host of different catapult of different things can happen when you're not filtering properly, right? And we'll deal with the liver as well, because they kind of go side by side. Those are two filtering organs. And if your kidney is not really filtering well, it's probably telling me that your liver is not filtering well. And it's probably telling me that you're really not moving toxic waste out of your body. So there's a buildup. So let's deal with the kidney. Now, parsley is going to be a really good herb that I like in this case. If I had water retention and I didn't want to go online and say online wasn't available to me to get like a different type of herb. Let's just say a different type of herb, right? Parsley is readily available at the grocery store. Now, you can start doing this right now, right? You can start doing this right now. I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to deal with that water retention. So look, parsley. What I'm going to do before we make the tea, I'm going to show you how to make the tea. I'm going to go into some resources just to talk about parsley just a little bit. Now, I could just tell you about parsley, but I like to go into, a couple of resources, a couple of books that I have. Okay, and brothers know I always carry this book around. This is a super simple, easy book. And we're just going to go to parsley. Now, when you're holding water, what you need is a diuretic. Now, the issue with a diuretic, though, is as far as a Edomite diuretic, I'll just say like that, Esau's diuretic is, they're very good at moving fluid out of the body, but when they move fluid out of the body, it's imbalanced. Okay? It's imbalanced. I'm just going to say it like that. It's imbalanced, and you can also receive different type of, there's a consequence for taking it. Okay? There's a consequence for taking it. Now, when you move fluid out of the body, you move water, you're just not moving water, you're also moving minerals. So if you don't have the correct mineral balance, right, then you're not going to be able to move water out of your body, and then you can run into dehydration, you can run into a whole host of issues. So do you have any signs of cramping or dehydration? In most cases, a lot of people do. Probably not cramping, but more so dehydration. You have sleep issues. You can have a whole host of different issues. But let's read in this book about parsley. And again, parsley is a diuretic. So when you're holding water, you need a diuretic, right? Parsley is rich in sodium and potassium, which is necessary to regulate fluids in the body, right? Because those minerals, sodium, potassium, they're antagonists. You have to have them in proper amounts, right? When you're dealing with a diuretic, okay? And when Esau's diuretic, he doesn't add minerals to his diuretic, right? So as you take that diuretic, it's going to push out fluid, okay? It's going to push out fluid, but it's not going to regulate your minerals, right? The Lord, right? It's so crazy. The Lord, he has diuretics. In this case, we're talking about parsley. Parsley also has high sodium and high potassium as it pushes fluid out, it also deposits minerals. So it'll rebalance you, okay? Parsley is rich in sodium and potassium, which are necessary to regulate fluids in the body. It has volatile oil that stimulates kidney function. If you're not moving water, if you have fluid, if you're holding fluid, it's a kidney issue. Okay, parsley helps to lower blood pressure and slow the pulse. That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that. Okay. They say, you can eat it raw. You can do an infusion. You can do a tincture, right? You can have capsules, so on and so forth. It just gives you a couple different ways to be able to use that herb to your benefit. Now, that's one resource. I'm going to go into another book. You don't need this book, right? And we're going to go into parsley. We'll just read a little bit. It's a little bit more in depth when they go into parsley and how to use parsley. But parsley also is a great herb because you talked about your liver as well. And again, if somebody is having problems in the kidney and there's pretty much a blockage in your kidney, right? If somebody's saying, oh, okay, I have a blockage in my kidney, more times than not, there's going to be an issue in the liver as well. Okay, they almost work side by side. The beautiful thing about parsley is it's a pure diuretic, but it's also going to help the liver as well. Okay. All right, so here's parsley in this book. I'm just going to jump around because some stuff that we really don't need to get into. Let me see. Yeah, parsley. If used properly, parsley will work on the gallbladder and remove gallstones if used properly. Parsley is specific for the adrenal glands. It's powerfully therapeutic for the optic nerves, right, eyes, the brain nerves, and the whole sympathetic nervous system. The fluid extract or juice is excellent tonic for blood vessels, particularly the capillaries and arterioles. It is rich in vital minerals. Okay, so parsley also has a lot of minerals in it. Okay, it is rich in vital minerals and contains more iron. So people with, you see what I'm saying, iron issues, more iron than any other green leafy vegetable. It is especially high in vitamin A and B, and it contains 3 times the potency of C than do citrus juices. Okay, it is a remarkable remedy for expelling watery poisons, excess mucus, flatulence, for reducing swollen and enlarged glands, etc. Okay, and then it goes into a whole bunch of different medical uses dealing with the urinary tract. Okay, prostate, gallbladder, okay, kidney, right? It's when a kidney is congested and irritated, right? So parsley is a really good herb if you use it right for congestion in the kidneys. Okay, let me read you from one more source, and this is from botanical.com. What is a suppository of 2 books? I don't have on me, but they're back at home. But you can go online and it pretty much says the same thing online. I'm gonna read a little bit from parsley on botanical.com. botanical.com. Parsley has carminative. Now, a carminative is going to move gas out of your body. So any individual that has built up gas, they get bloating, right? After eating or whatever, it helps move gas out of the body. So parsley does that. It says, but it's chiefly used for its diuretic properties. Okay? It's used for its diuretic properties to move fluid out of the body. Okay? A strong decoction of the root being of great service in gravel. Now, gravel is pretty much kidneys. When you look into gravel, gravel is gallbladder and liver stones. Okay? Stone, okay, which is pretty much the same thing, kidney stones. So parsley was used for gallbladder stones. Parsley was used also for kidney stones. Okay, congestion of the kidneys. So what it sounds like to me, you have some type of congestion. It's congested. It's blocked up. It's a roadblock within the kidneys. Okay, parsley can help break open that roadblock and start moving things out. Okay, dropsy, which was formerly known or is known now as edema, which is water retention, right? And jaundice is the yellowing of the eyes and the skin, which points to your liver and gallbladder. Okay, so it's used for kidneys and the liver, gallbladder. Okay, and as well as the spleen. Okay, the dry leaves are also used for the same purpose. So you can use the root or you can use the leaves. In this case, the leaves are readily available. It's really hard. I haven't seen the root at any grocery store. Okay, you have to go online to get the root, but the leaf, you can get the leaf at pretty much any grocery store. There's a leaf. You can get the Italian parsley, or there's another one where there's a flat leaf or something like that. You got the Italian, then you got like the flat leaf parsley or something like that. There's two major kinds that you're gonna usually see. You can use any of them. They're both interchangeable. It doesn't matter. Okay, the dry leaves, or if you wanted to go at like a herb shop, or even in certain grocery stores, they might have bulk dried parsley leaves. You can do that. It's the same thing. Okay, I just say get the fresh leaf, because the fresh leaf is right there at the grocery. You get the fresh leaf. Okay. It says parsley tea proves useful in the trenches, where our men often got kidney complications when suffering from dysentery. So it was one of those herbs used in these different, like World War I, World War II. Okay, which is a bloody diarrhea, dysentery, bloody diarrhea. It's a gastrointestinal issue. Okay, so the point is, parsley was used before Esau's medicine. It was used for the issues that we have now. Okay, but a lot of that knowledge it wasn't lost. It's just it's not well known. Okay, how to use it. Now, I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen parsley take fluid off of people that were holding on to pounds and pounds of fluid. I've seen it with my own eyes. Okay, a fluid extract. You don't need to know that. Okay. I think that's a little bit. I think that's all we need. That's all we need. Okay, so look. There's two ways that you can make the parsley tea. Or two ways that I like to make the parsley tea, or to use parsley medicinally, are for any type of issue with the kidney, mainly, but also is going to assist in the liver. So you get like a double whammy, all right, and it's very high in nutrients. It's just not going to move water out of your body and move all the minerals and not give you anything back. It's going to help you out. It's going to replace all those minerals that you move, and also give you some vitamin C, give you some vitamin A, give you some iron. People dealing with anemia, it's going to help you out. It's going to cleanse the blood, It's literally like I ain't going to say, let me not say that, but it's amazing. Now, what you want to do, we're going to make the tea. You're going to want like a mason jar. This is like a 32-ounce mason jar. You're going to want something around this size, right? Something around this size mason jar. You're just going to get a bunch of parsley. You just get one bunch. Just one bunch of parsley. See that? This is going to be 2 days worth. 2 days worth. We'll do it like that. 2 days worth. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is, right? You're going to take that parsley. See that? I'm just going to tear it up so I can just fit it into the jar. See that? It's a lot of parsley. See that? Now I got hot water. I just boiled it. It's an electric kettle. Pour the hot water on top of the parsley. Over the parsley. See that? Boom. put the top on. Now, let that set for at least, I mean, if you're in a rush, 20 minutes. But you really want to let this sit. If you can let this sit overnight or at least 2 to 4 hours, right? Like it's nighttime now, right? So you could do this at night, right? You could do this at night and just sit it on the counter, right? After you pour the hot water on, sit it on the counter, and then in the morning you can divide the dose, and we'll talk about the doses. Now, I like to do it a longer steep because once you do a longer steep, you're going to get a real powerful remedy. And then you're going to also release a lot of those minerals. Those minerals are going to take a while to release. So this is the way that you can do it. Now, once you do that, about a bunch of parsley, this is going to last you 2 days. All right. Once that's done, it's steeped, it's allowed to steep, you're going to strain it out. Then now you have the tea. Right? You're going to divide that tea into 4 doses. Right? 4 doses. You're going to drink 2 doses a day. All right? So that means you could divide it into 6 doses too. But just to make it easy, you're going to divide that into 2 doses. Right? So 1 in the morning and then maybe 1 in the evening. Okay? Now, I wouldn't do it too close to bed because it is a diuretic and it is going to move fluid out of your body. So adjust the dosage. So for example, if you're moving too much liquid, then just taper back on the dosage, right? Maybe do, if I said maybe push this to 3 days worth of tea. No more than 3 days for 1 bunch, right? Maybe this is 3 days of tea, not 2. Start with 2 days. If you're moving too much water, or maybe in your case you want to move a lot of water, right? That's perfect. Right? You can always adjust the dosage later. You can take more or less. In this case, you don't need to really take too much. This is actually going to be a strong dosage. Okay? So this is that what I just did, that's enough for 2 days, maybe 3. You're going to drink, once you strain it, then you can heat the tea back up. Just heat it up and you can add a little bit of honey and you can drink it like that. See what I'm saying? And then, of course, I would drink more water as well, okay, throughout the day to help move that kidney, okay? So that's one way. Parsley tea, a remedy for the kidneys, all right, as well as the gallbladder and the liver. So that's the answer right there, right? Parsley. Now, it's not the full answer, of course. Now, this is what I have here. I juiced this. I juiced that 1 bunch. I just juiced that before coming up here. That's about, I don't know, an ounce of juice. So you can do the parsley juice. Is powerful now. Don't just drink that. Okay? Now, when you're dealing with a diuretic, you want to be somewhat careful because you can move too much fluid out of the body. So continue to stay hydrated. I would drink also, work your way up, not immediately. Work your way up to like 64 ounces of water. I would start with 24 and then go 32 and then 48. Work your way up because you're already holding water. But the parsley is going to help push and kick that congestion out of the kidney. Right? Now, I don't know what else is going on, but this is just something that you can do for right now. Okay? So this is the juice. Same thing with the juice now. You can add a little bit of water, and you can divide that into 2 days. This is 2 days worth of juice. Okay. You see how condensed this is. You don't have to take a lot. Like this is a lot of tea. This is just as powerful, maybe even a little bit more powerful, just because it's condensed. So you can divide that also into 4 doses, 4 doses, and it's probably maybe 2. I don't know, a tablespoon a dose. I don't know. You'll work that out, right? It's really not rocket science. So that's parsley juice. You can use that. So you can either put that in a juice that you're already drinking. Say you drink celery juice daily, or you drink cucumber juice, or you did a cucumber, apple, ginger, lemon juice. Then you can put a little bit of parsley in there right? And this is for pretty much anybody that's holding on to fluid. This is a great herb. Always use the herbs with caution. First and foremost, don't think, oh, I need to take a whole bunch of it. Don't do that. Start low and then build up. Now, let's talk about how long you gotta take it. At least do 6 weeks. Do 6 weeks. 6 weeks being on point. What is being on point? That means you're gonna do it 6 days a week and you're gonna take 1 day off. Okay? 6 days a week and you're gonna take 1 day off doing that regimen. That's the parsley regimen. The parsley tea to help start moving fluid and breaking up congestion in that kidney. Also, it'll help break up congestion in the liver, and the gallbladder, and the spleen. Okay, these are all detoxification organs. If your detoxification organ is backed up, well, you're gonna you're gonna have a symptom. Something's gonna happen. It could be fluid retention. It could be this. It could be that. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a blockage. There's certain herbs to break open blockages. Now, I spoke a little briefly, but let's talk about some side effects, right? Let's talk about who shouldn't take it. I wouldn't take this if I'm already, like, if you have a fluid retention. Okay, if you have fluid retention, it's gonna be good for you. But I wouldn't take this if you already, like, you're a dry person, like you already have a lot of symptoms of dehydration. You're somewhat skinny. You dry skin, fatigue, right? It all depends. I would use it cautiously if you have signs of dryness and deficiency, because parsley and diuretics in general, they move fluid out of the body. Now, there's conditions where there's too much fluid, like what we're talking about now, and then there's also conditions where there's not enough fluid. So if you have a condition like there's not enough fluid, right, you're always getting cramps, you have a lot of spasms, which you still could use it, but you have to be very careful and you have to know what you're doing. Okay, this is for water retention. This is a video for water retention. Now, I think that's all that we got. Okay, so now let's go into, so you could just do that. You do that 6 weeks, and then you can get back on the comment board and then just tell me, you can just tell me what happened. Or if something's going on, just get on the comment board and then just boom, 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 and then I'll get back to you, right? Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, right, and address the things that you're talking about on a deeper level, we can add maybe 2 more herbs to that regimen that you can get at the grocery store. Now, I'm not telling you to get online and you gotta type up and get this herb from West Africa, this herb from China. It's the only way. Now, you can actually handle a lot of things at the grocery store if you know what to get. Now, I'm gonna make it really simple. First, parsley. Stay there. You can just stay there. If doing the other thing that I encourage, hypothetically, or educate on, like I said, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor at all. Okay? Parsley will get you there. If you just stay there, you will receive what you're looking for as far as water retention. It's a diuretic, so it's going to move water. Guaranteed. I've never seen it not do that. That's literally what it's made. One of the virtues of parsley is to move water out of the body, right? And it's nutrient dense as well. Now, if you stay there, you will find what you're looking for as far as water retention. Now, there could be a bigger story there why you're having that retention. But I feel like that's going to cover. It's going to at least, let's get started. Let's just get started before we start adding a whole bunch of different things. Okay. Now, if we want to go a little bit deeper, and if you could, I would do this. I would do a concoction. This is what I would do. I would do the juice of 3 lemons. See that? That's 3 lemons. Right? I would juice the juice of 3 lemons. I'm gonna show you a daily protocol for the liver and the kidney that I've seen work. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what I've seen that I know to be true. Okay, you're gonna juice 3 lemons. Okay, why? Why lemons? Well, first of all, you're telling me you have kidney. You're pretty much telling me you have kidney congestion. That means you're telling me that you're acidic. Okay, you're acidic, and your body is not alkaline. What lemon is going to do, which is also a remedy for kidney issues. Now, we could go into the book and I'll tell you about how lemon juice was used traditionally. Even the oil of lemon peel is used for the kidney. It stimulates the kidney, right? But the lemon juice, what we're using the lemon juice for, is to break down any deposits in that kidney and to start to bring your body from an acid base to an alkaline base, okay? To open up and break open the congestion in the kidney. So what you're going to do, you're going to juice 3 lemons if you want to do that. I've seen it work, okay? The juice of 3 lemons, right? This is going to be daily. And then you're going to juice at least 4 to 8. 4 to 8, you want to move up to 8, but starting off, you can do 4 to 8 ounces of radish juice. Okay? Radish juice, the red radish. If you can find black Spanish radish, that's a tough one to take. That's the most powerful one, but you don't need that. Just get the red radish, right? And it has the white inside. Now, radish also is going to break open congestion in the kidney and the liver, guaranteed. That's a guarantee, okay? It's going to break open congestion, and it's going to start to move fluid out of the body, okay? So this is the concoction. This is a juice. It's 4 to 8 ounces of radish juice, the juice of 3 lemons, and the juice of a half a bunch of parsley. You blend it all together, right? And you can divide that into 2 to 3 doses. And you drink that, or you can just drink it all at one time. But you drink that daily. It doesn't taste good. But you'll get used to the taste. It's not bad. You'll get used to what it makes you, how it makes you feel. It's more important than the taste. The radish juice is really tough to drink, but once you continue to drink the radish juice, okay, you'll get used to the taste. It's not that bad. Now, everything I just said, you can go to the grocery store and pick up, and it's relatively inexpensive in comparison to Esau's medicine. With prayer, of course, that's first and foremost. I mean, should I even have to tell you to do that? Or anybody to do that, right? So you gotta pray. And then at least the parsley juice. You can do, I'm confident just with the parsley juice alone. Benefits, guaranteed. Right? I'm confident in that. Now, if you add the lemon and the radish, there's no way that you can lose. It's impossible. If you're on it 6 days a week, okay, with 1 day rest, it's impossible for you to lose. It's impossible for you not to get what you need. And with the question that you just asked in the video, if you told me, brother, look, I did it 6 days a week. I did 20 ounces of radish juice. I did 6 ounces of lemon. I did 2 bunches of parsley daily, and I didn't receive nothing. That's impossible. That would not happen. Okay? That won't happen. You know? It's impossible for that to happen. With those measurements that I gave you, write it all down. If you want, right? Jump on it. At least if the radish and the lemon is too much, at least do the parsley. Okay? The lemon, I like to add the lemon because that's going to start to also to dissolve the congestion in the kidney and the liver. Okay, and then start to bring that acidic, because the acid, basically what's going on is acids just build up in the kidney. That's all it is. Acids are built up in the kidney. Acids can build up in the heart. Acids can build up in the brain. Acids can build up in the ligaments. Acids can build up in the stomach. It don't matter where it's at. There's acids there. Lemon is an acid. It's like 2 pH, I want to say, outside the body. I could be a little wrong. But inside the body, it's alkaline. Right? The radish juice, one of my favorite juices for any kidney, more so liver, gallbladder, but it does help also with the kidney. It was a remedy for that gravel, or they call stone, which is known as gallbladder stones or kidney stones, which all that is just calcification. Okay? It don't matter where the calcification is at. At that point, it just you got some people that have calcification in the liver, gallbladder. You have certain people that have calcification in the kidney, in the spleen, in the pancreas, and they call it something else. Oh, pancreatitis, gastritis, right? Choleritis, right? Ulcerative colitis, inflammation, right? So if you follow those examples, and anybody else that also has issues holding on to water, or they have issues with the kidney, or issues with the liver or gallbladder, liver gallbladder really is connected. This is pretty much the same thing. Okay, any of those detoxification organs, right? Also with the colon as well. Okay, both of those, all those herbs are going to help also. Basically, all those herbs help you detoxify, break down waste, and move waste out of the body. So what happens if there's dysfunction and you're not able to break down waste, it builds up, it hardens, it inflames, right? Now you have issues. Now you have a symptom. Okay, all those 3 herbs will assist. That's a great combination, if you ask me. And I've used that combination. This is not just I read it to you, but I've used that multiple times. Okay, and I've seen it multiple times do exactly what it said it's going to do. Okay, if you're consistent with it. So I don't want to keep rambling. Let me see. I think that's all that I have. Again, you have the parsley juice, so you have options. You got options. Okay, the juice, the tea, the concoction, whatever you want to do, right? Hey, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Until next time, shalom to the elect.